Did the show finally deal with this? Not quite. Close enough. Roll the intro.
My little pony, what is friendship all about? My little pony, friendship is magic.
Greetings, my Brony and Peg sister friends. Welcome to Crimson Analysis. In this episode, I'm going to be analyzing Season 9, Episode 19, Dragon Dropped. Wow, the 19th episode. We're getting close to the end here.
Oh, Spike! Are you in here? Hello? Spike?
Okay, why is there light only coming through one window? If it is that bright outside, all the windows should be letting in some type of light, even if they're closed.
Spike!
What? Oh, hey, Rarity.
Wait, what's that poster in the background?
Oh no! Is that the time? No!
Oh, power ponies, gotcha.
Oh, right. Sorry, Rarity. Can I take a rain check on... What was that again?
The gem cave?
Right, sounds great. But I need to get to the post office before noon.
All right, very funny. Obviously, you get the mega basket, and I should... Spike?
At this point, I had no idea what to think.
Oh, well, Spike isn't here. I think he's at the post office.
Again? What is it with Spike and the post office?
Did she drag that all the way from her house? Because I'm pretty sure Twilight doesn't have one.
Okay, good talk.
Twilight's like, and now I have this. What am I gonna do with this? Oh hey, Gabby.
Wow! That's a big crate of stuff you're mailing. I'm not mailing it. Then why are you pushing it into the post office?
And she's talking. We've seen Gabby twice, no, 3 times, since she was introduced.
Families get together to eat and then complain about the food and give each other presents they don't like, and mostly just try not to yell at each other.
And not just ponies. They help every creature.
Ponies all take that of princess.
And all those 3 times, she never talked.
Oh, no, I don't work here exactly. I'm the official mail carrier of Griffinstone, Gabby Griffin. Nice to meet ya. Yes, well.
Just as adorable as ever. And she still has her cutie mark badge. You know, apart from Fluttershy, Gabby's probably the cutest character in the show.
But I don't understand. If you're not upset with me, why in Equestria would you refuse to go to the gem cave?
Because I had other plans?
With me!
Oh, really? With you?
Gabby and I are sort of pen pals.
Yeah! There was this whole thing where I pretended to get a cutie mark because Griffins don't get cutie marks, so Princess Twilight had Spike send a bunch of letters off to Griffinstone about the first Griffin ever to get a cutie mark, which I really didn't have.
Gabby wrote back explaining things, and after that we just started writing back and forth.
Turns out we have a lot in common. We both come from cultures that don't have the friendliest of reputations.
And we're both in the message-sending business.
Uh-huh.
You know, I really hadn't thought about that.
I better get going.
I'll play with you.
Well, all right, you two fly along. I'm sure Spike and I can do something some other... time?
It really is true what they say. You never know what you got until it's gone.
I wanna know what you were thinking. I can't imagine why you didn't even sink in.
They say you never know what you got till it's gone. I wanna know what you were thinking. I can't imagine why you didn't even sink it. They say you never know what you got till it's gone.
Thank you for trying. I'm just accustomed to the help of a small, highly attentive dragon.
Maybe you should let Spike know how grateful you are for everything he's done for you.
Thanks for trying to help with the advice, Fluttershy, but Rarity's gonna take it way too far. This isn't a critique, it's just something I noticed. You hear the hit before they even connect.
That is amazing! Then what? Whoa!
They play the hit sound about 13 frames before they actually hit.
Amazing! Then what?
And I'm running this video at about 30 frames per second, so the hit sound effect actually comes half a second too early. That may sound like a very short amount of time, but I noticed it, so...
Of course I want to go, but that'll be 2 days in a row we haven't hung out.
Are you kidding? It's Power Pony Palooza. You have to go. And now you'll have 2 things to tell me about.
Okay, come on, Rarity, let's go!
Poor Gabby.
Whew, my claw's sore.
Indeed. I had no idea how much walking there is at a Power Pony convention.
Yeah, conventions will do that to you.
I know I told Gabby we'd hang out tomorrow, but I might need the whole day to rest.
Ooh, I know what you mean.
You've obviously never been to BronyCon. You need 3 days rest after that.
Spike! I got your note! I figured I'd come by before my rounds with a bowl of energizing turnip soup.
Well, I appreciate the thought, Gabby, and it's really sweet of you. Turnip soup does not sound that appetizing. But I don't mind, this fits so well with her character. This is something she would do.
Can Princess Schmarity use her shield of the coiffure to defend herself from the purveyor of poor color coordination?
Oh wow, Rarity's actually embracing this Rarity character?
Ooh, Princess Schmarity uses her prismatic beam.
We were just...
Your scroll said you were too tired to do anything today. But I guess you were just too tired to do anything with me.
Ouch. Yeah, this looks bad.
What do you think, Spike? Solids or prints?
Prince, I guess. You already have a lot of solid colors.
I love how he just knows that.
Quite enjoyed our day together, Spike.
Yeah.
Hi, Spike.
I wonder if this is Rarity's. Because Twilight would not be doing this, trying this hard to get rid of it if it was hers.
Honestly, it took everything I had to convince him to spend any time with me at all.
Again, is that hers? Because we've never seen Twilight own one. I'm not going to talk much over the lessons because I think the show summed it up pretty clearly.
It sounds like you made sure he didn't have any time to spend with Gabby at all.
What? I certainly did not. Well, I suppose I may have monopolized him a teeny bit. I've just grown so used to having Spiky Wikey around. I wasn't prepared for how much I'd miss him when he wasn't.
Friendships change, but just because Spike made a new friend doesn't mean he stops being yours.
I know, but now I have to share him. Which I suppose I'll have to get used to.
Good talk.
Twilight's like, and now I have 2. Or rather,
And now I'm here.
I don't know what it is about Gabby's voice here, but she sounds very much like a teenage girl.
Rarity? Is all this stuff for Spike again? Wouldn't it be easier to just give it to him? And why are you even here? I am here to apologize, actually. More to confess. And all of this stuff isn't for Spike. It's the evidence against me. Evidence? For what?
Again, this isn't a critique, it's just something I noticed. I didn't spend a lot of time analyzing anything because of the fact this episode is pretty straightforward. The biggest thing I can talk about is the lesson.
I suppose Twilight is right. Friendships do change. Of course, Spike and I will always be friends, and I can get used to sharing him. Spike! How wonderful to see you!
Yeah, Gabby and I had a great day. But I'll always still want my Rarity time.
Yes, friendships do change over time. And for some people, That is very hard to accept. Let's talk about this crush Spike has had on Rarity. He has had this crush from the very beginning. I mean the very, very beginning. We saw that in the very first episode. And this crush, I'm using quotations here, popped up through the show from time to time. But as time went on, it seems like it became less and less about the crush, and more that Spike just likes being helpful. We know this about Spike. We know he likes to be helpful. He likes to be useful in some way. So I believe as time went on, Spike's feelings for Rarity transitioned from romantic, crush-like feelings into just liking to be around her and help her out. Now, do I believe those feelings were transferred to Gabby? No. No, I don't. I do not ship these two. But I do kind of like the idea of their friendship, being the fact that Gabby is probably much closer to Spike's age than Rarity is. And it's kind of nice to see Spike hang out with people his own age, like Smolder and Gabby. There's not much more I can say because the show said it pretty well.
I've just grown so used to having Spiky Wikey around. I wasn't prepared for how much I'd miss him when he wasn't.
Friendships change, but just because Spike made a new friend doesn't mean he stops being yours.
But based on how Spike is acting here and what he says, I feel like that whole crush thing is said and done with.
Wow, you two need to be a lot quieter.
Spike! How wonderful to see you!
Yeah, Gabby and I had a great day, but I'll always still want my Rarity time.
And in my opinion, it was a good way to do it. Final thoughts, I enjoyed this episode. I think it was much better than last week's episode. If you really think about it, the theme between this episode and last episode are pretty similar. I just happen to like this episode more. And we got one of my favorite non-pony characters, Gabby, and she's just as cute as ever. I noticed something very interesting between the first time we saw Gabby and this episode. Gabby was pretty much cute all the time the first time we saw her, just being her bubbly, fun-loving self. In this episode, they were able to make her sad and angry and still have it fit her character. None of the emotions Gabby displayed in this episode seemed out of character to me. I imagine it's very difficult to do that with a character like Gabby. Because she's so cute and happy and bubbly all the time, to make her sad or angry and still have it fit her character would be very hard to do. And I think the animators and writers did that very well here. I'll give this episode an 8.6 out of 10. A good theme. We get to hear Gabby talk again, after seeing her 3 times and not hearing her. That's all for this episode of Crimson Analysis. I'm Crimson Shield. Thanks for watching.